One of my favorite Americans was Andy Warhol. I think Andy Warhol I think he mastered the art of sarcasm. Uh, those Campbell soup cans and all that. I think Warhol saw how shallow and empty and banal America was, and he just held up a mirror and let the public gasp at the brilliance of their own cosmetic emptiness. That's what I think. His whole thing about 15 minutes of fame, what an interesting statement. I mean, that was way before TikTok and Facebook and YouTube. It was before internet. So now with this I'm drinking yerba mate here. Now with this new platform of social media, a lot of people are getting famous, but how famous are they getting? They're getting their 15 minutes of fame. They get 15 minutes and then it becomes tiresome. And I mean, like, what's going on with J-Lo right now? You know, you're a superstar. You've been a superstar for 25 years or whatever. And you have to somehow stay relevant and stay hip and fresh and marketable. It's quite a task. You know, it's a lot. And it doesn't. I mean, how do you take the same product and rebrand it over and over and over? Some people were very successful at it. I think David Bowie was very successful at it. But David Bowie was a real artist. He apparently had some chicanerous tendencies. But seeing some of these old school uh, entertainers divested of their powers on stage, they can't hit the notes. It's it's what I would call pathetic and sad. You know, what it says to me is there needs to be a new generation of rock and roll. There needs to be a new generation of talent. But like Andy Warhol's, like those movies that he made, those movies were intended to be as crappy as possible. He was taking the piss out of film, art, just taking, he was making profanity with what everyone thought was so sacred, Hollywood. And he was showing just how uh, awful and base you could really make it, you know. I thought he was the master of sarcasm. I really did. Only problem was he did end up alienating the wrong person, and that person shot him and ruined his life. So, you know, you got to be careful. You can take it too far, but anyway, that's what I think.